Well, this happened with DeSantis. They're still, like you said, it's great you brought that up. Great segue. And he didn't even know this was coming. Check this out. I'll tell you what they're saying once they...
Yeah, I think that's all just them synthetically trying to create narratives.
So they're accusing him, just so you know the question, they're accusing him of him giving public, he says he gave Publix exclusivity to give the vaccine because he says they donated, listen to this, $100,000 to him. First off, $100,000 to this, Tim, is nothing. It's nothing. The reason that Publix got the vaccine...
It's because there's one every 10 feet in Florida.
It's the biggest supermarket chain. They have the most brick and mortar places in Florida of anything, banks of anything is a Publix. And they have a pharmacy, which means that they have people that are qualified.
They're equipped to do it, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right, because honestly, if he was to say, okay, all the CVSs can have it, it's a bitch to find a CVS in Florida. Because every time you're looking for a CVS, there's a Walgreens. It's a bitch to find a Walgreens because every time you're looking for a Walgreens, you find a CVS.
It's so true.
But he's right. When you see a shopping center that has a CVS or a Walgreens in it,
Publix.
Guess what the fuck's in that shopping
Always,
center?
100%.
A Publix.
So this is what happened. He had a back and forth with the reporter.
And I don't know if it's meant to be positive or negative. Most of the national narratives that the corporate press does about me tend to be negative, and I reject them. So I let them do whatever they want, but that's all them doing it on me. I think that people understand Florida's done a lot better than anyone predicted a year ago. That's just the reality. And, I had to make a lot of tough decisions, and I think folks have noticed that. But, you look at the main decisions we all had to make. How do you handle nursing homes? We protected nursing homes. We didn't.
That's a shot.
That's a cheap shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
the patient.
I'm sorry. I didn't kill any old people and sexually harass 24 women. But hey, hey.
I'm not calling anyone out specifically.
Into nursing homes like some of these
He
other
starts
states.
really imitating them. Hey, bada bing, let me grab some titties. Jesus.
How do you handle nursing homes? We protected nursing homes. We didn't ship the patients into nursing homes like some of these other states. We were able to reduce.
Okay, that was a little more specific.
He ends it with, and Cuomo's a bitch.
I really am now waiting. I really am expecting the next thing out of his mouth to be like, yeah, like old Governor Titty Grabber up there in New York, sticking guns in people's pussies, and then we could go, oh, he watches the show.
Yeah. Bada bing nipple rings over here.
That's what my dream is for us to someday meet Ron DeSantis and have him go, by the way, the guns and the pussies bit was fucking I could never say that publicly. It was very funny.
Reduce mortality and mitigate as a result.
So he'll treat us like every other famous YouTuber that listens to us does?
Look, I can't tell anybody, but
your show's good. Your show's good.
And thank you for the substantial donation.
Yes, thank you.
And then you're like, wow, he's never going to call us back, is he? We just wasted $25,000, didn't we? Fuck.
For veal.
For shitty veal, by the way.
Result. You look at the schools. Probably one of the most important decisions any governor can make. Are you going to get the kids in school? Or are you going to have them toil for a year? We were right on the schools. Obviously, having the economy open, we see the benefits of that. And then most recently, putting seniors first on vaccinations. I mean, that is going to have a positive impact on mortality.
Oh, did you see what happened? I want to get to the point of this, but this reminds me. So DeSantis every week has been lowering the age by 5 years. So now it's at 50. If you're 50 and under, you could get it statewide. Dennings, the mayor here in Orlando here, was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it 40. If you're 40, you get the vaccine.
And they ran out?
No. DeSantis came out and goes, you can't do that. Only I could do that. And Dennings had to go, I had to put it back to 50. Sorry. And Dennings has been eating a dick lately.
And so I think that this is something that folks appreciate seeing leadership, but it's really just me doing my job and trying to do the best I can for the people of Florida. And that's all I'm going to be continuing to do.
This next question is, so you can't hear her, but she's asking about reports that you gave Publix exclusivity for $100,000. So you know what she's about to ask.
Sure. So first of all, what you're saying is wrong. That's a fake narrative. So first of all, when we did the first pharmacies that had it were CVS and Walgreens,
Yep.
and they had a long-term care mission. So they were going to the long-term care facilities. They got vaccine in the middle of December. They started going to the long-term care facilities the third week of December to do LTCs. So that was their mission. That was very important, and we trusted them to do that. As we got into January, we wanted to expand the distribution points. So yes, you had the counties, you had some drive-through sites, you had hospitals that were doing a lot, but we wanted to get it into communities more. So we reached out to other retail pharmacies, Publix, Walmart. Obviously, CVS and Walgreens had to finish that mission, and we said we're gonna use you as soon as you're done with that. For the Publix, they were the first one to raise their hand, say they were ready to go. And you know what? We did it on a trial basis. I had 3 counties. I actually showed up that weekend and talked to seniors across 4 different Publix. How was the experience? Is this good? Should you think this is the way to go? And it was 100% positive, so we expanded it, and then folks liked it. And I can tell you, if you look at a place like Palm Beach County, they were kind of struggling at first in terms of the senior numbers. I met with the county mayor, I met with the administrator, I met with all the folks at Palm Beach County, and I said, here's some of the options. We can do more drive-through sites. We can give more to hospitals. We can do the Publix. We can do this. They calculated that 90% of their seniors live within 1.5 miles of a Publix.
90% of everybody in Florida lives by a Publix.
I mean, it's insane. Again, I could throw a rock in any direction, and I will hit a Publix.
Yeah.
And they said, we think that would be the easiest thing for our residents. So we did that. And what ended up happening was you had 65 Publix in Palm Beach. Palm Beach is one of the biggest counties, one of the most elderly counties. We've done almost 75% of the seniors in Palm Beach. And the reason is because you had the strong retail footprint. So our way has been multifaceted. It has worked. And we're also now very much expanding CVS and Walgreens now that they've completed the long-term care mission. Yes? And
Sucks.
it's wrong. It's wrong. It's a fake narrative. I just disabused you of the narrative, and you don't care about the facts because obviously I laid it out for you in a way that is irrefutable. And so it's clearly not. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Yes, sir.
By the way,
Can I say that I love that he's using fake narrative instead of fake news?
I love that they write snaps at a reporter. Whereas, I'm sorry, but I think in the last 4 years, we've all watched many a politician, on both sides, mind you, quote unquote, snap. I think we've seen plenty of snapping, correct?
Yes.
Andrew Cuomo has basically snapped. There's been a few people that have fucking snapped. That's not snapping.
No, you're
It's
wrong.
him going, no, you just simply don't want to listen because you're a woman, probably, and
It was.
I just laid it out for you in an entire fucking thing, and you just completely blew it off. But like, yeah, dude, he's just. I'll give it to him, man. He's calm. He knows how to stay calm.
Yeah, he really does.
He's better than Trump as far as not getting sucked into every little petty fucking thing. Like that was one of Trump's real downfalls. Was like, you know what? You know that one reporter that said one thing to me earlier Thursday? I'm gonna call him all weekend on Twitter, and you're like, I mean, maybe call him one time, and then we got all this other stuff. Nope, I'm gonna tag him every hour and go, hey, boy. Like, it's not gonna look good.